It's now my pleasure to congratulate my colleagues at 60 Minutes for this investigative report on the CIA's involvement in drug trafficking.
A ton of cocaine, pure cocaine worth hundreds of millions, is smuggled into the United States. Sound familiar? Not the way this ton of cocaine got here. According to what the former head of the Drug Enforcement Administration told Mike Wallace, this drug shipment got here courtesy of what he calls drug trafficking by the CIA in partnership with the Venezuelan National Guard.
And what reason did the CIA have for promoting this drug smuggling?
Well, the only rationale that's ever been offered is that this would lead to some valuable drug intelligence about the Colombian cartels.
The CIA and the Guardia Nacional wanted to let cocaine go on into the traffic without doing anything. They wanted to let it come up to the United States, no surveillance, no nothing.
In other words, you weren't going to stop them in Miami or Houston or wherever. These drugs were simply going to go to the United States and then go into the traffic and eventually reach the streets.
That's what they wanted to do, yes. And we had very, very lengthy discussions where I told them what the U.S. law was and the fact that we could not do this.
So here you got Jim Campbell, chief of station, who knows about this. Mark McFarland, CIA officer, knows about this, and are stimulating this business of sending what are uncontrolled deliveries of drugs, smuggling drugs into the United States, right?
Right.
Why in the world would they want to do that?
As they explained to me, that this would enable them to gain the traffickers' confidence, keep their informant cool, and it would result in future seizures of larger quantities of drugs. And also they hoped to, I guess they thought they were going to get Pablo Escobar at the scene of the crime or something, which I found personally ludicrous.
If I had anything to do with illegal drug trafficking, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you.
General Guillen is right about one thing. He could travel to New York to talk to us about Judge Bonner's charges only because he had already been granted immunity from prosecution in that DEA, CIA Inspector General's investigation. So we confronted the general with this document, a report from that investigation that reads like his confession. Guillen lost his composure and when directly confronted concerning his involvement in the unauthorized and illegal shipment of cocaine to the U.S., confesses.
Look, I say that confession is not true. In that report, there are a lot of lies. It's useless. I have not confessed anywhere.
So you're clean.
Clean until the last day God has for me.
Here to accept, producer Lowell Bergman.
I'd like to thank the Peabody Award Committee for honoring something which I think is an indication of that those of us in television can do hard news reporting as well as anybody else in the business. I've got to thank Don Hewitt for his unswerving support in these kinds of stories. Mike Wallace sends his regards. He's on assignment doing another story. And of course, as it's been said before, and we need to repeat, you cannot do these kinds of stories in television unless everybody works together as a team. And I'm honored to work with people like Tony Baldo and my editor and Debra DeLuca, my associate producer, on stories like this, which to people in the government, to honest cops and honest intelligence agents, when they're honored like this and they hear about these things, are willing to make public secrets that should not be secrets. Thank you.